This headless guitar is finished and ready to go to its new owner, who's collecting it in a couple of days' time. But before he does so, let me talk you through the guitar, its various components and its construction. So as you can see, this is a through neck construction. The neck is maple with a central bloodwood piece, and the side wings are ash. The fretboard is rock-lighted Barno. That's a composite hardwood material, different from Richlight, which you may have heard of and is fitted on Martins and other production guitars. And this has got a 20-inch radius. It's also fitted with stainless steel frets. And as you can see, it's multiscale guitar, and I'll just come back and talk about that in a little more detail. The top wood is walnut, and the bridge is T4M, Technology for Music, which is in Italy. And the pickups are bare knuckle War Pigs, which I think are their most powerful pickups they make. Slanted pickups fitted with camo covers. Both of the pickups are switchable via these push-pull pots. So down is series and up is for a parallel switching, and it's got a three-way switch as well. So let's look at the multi-scale aspect of this guitar. So on the treble side, we have a 25-inch scale length, so think PRS, and on the bass side we have a 25.5-inch scale length, so think Fender. So not particularly exaggerated between their scale lengths, and quite honestly, play this guitar for an hour and you really stop thinking about the fact that you're playing on a multi-scale guitar. After a while it just feels very natural. Maybe certain chord shapes, this F major shape, you just have to think a little more about your finger, where that's going. But after that, all the chords just feel very natural, and you, as I say, you just stop thinking that you're playing a multi-scale guitar. So why have a multi-scale guitar? What are some of the advantages of this type of guitar? Well, quite honestly, there is so much that can be said about this, a whole video in itself. But in short, I see a lot of guitarists nowadays who are coming to me and wanting to use drop tunings, alternative tunings. And the issue they encounter on a standard scale guitar, 25.5, 25, and certainly on 24 3/4, is as soon as you drop your bottom E string down from E down to D, and certainly lower than that, on a typical E string, sort of 46 gauge, that string becomes just very, very floppy. And so to compensate for that, is you then start using thicker and thicker strings, and you might end up using strings that are as thick as a bass guitar string. And so you're wanting to keep the bottom end of the sound tight. And so what a multi-scale guitar does is allow you to have a treble side of the guitar that feels pretty natural in terms of string bending, depending what gauge of string you're using. But if you're wanting to drop the tuning down from E to lower than that, the longer scale on the bass side allows you to do that without necessarily going for a seriously thick string. So it has some advantages for guitarists who use a lot of alternative tunings and certainly drop tunings. But as I say, there's so much more that can be said about this.